Good afternoon, my dear student. Now, you know that today we have already discussed in my previous classes that about the migration, different types of the different parts of the migration and the types also. Now, today I am going to discuss about the impact of migration. So, you have to see in the page number 45, there is the impact of migration. Now, before we start this impact of migration, first I am going to discuss about the two type of country. That is one is the host country and another one is the parent country or the country of origin. It's also known as the parent country. Now, which one is called the host country and what is the parent country or the country of origin? That when the migration process is occurred, from which country peoples are migrate? When the migration take place or the migration it occur, from where the peoples migrate, this country is not known as the country of origin or the parent country. Again I repeat, during the process of migration, from which country peoples are start to move, from which country the peoples are migrate, this country is known as the parent country or country of origin. You have to clear these things. Now the second one is the host country. During the migration, in which country peoples are entered? During the migration, in which country peoples are entered, this country is known as the host country. So make the clear concept about it. That first, the country of origin means from which country peoples are migrate during the migration. That is called the country of origin or the parent country. And in which country people migrate, this country or they enter in which country, this country is called the host country. So these are the two different things. Which country they are from, where the migration is occurred, that is called the country of origin, and where the migration take place, in which place, that is called the host country. Now we are going to discuss about the impact or the effects of these two countries. Now the host country, their impact are the two types. That is a positive impact and the negative impact. So what are the positive impact that we are going to discuss now? Then what the positive impact? That the job vacancies in the host country, they are fast. The job vacancies and skill gap can be filled. Those are the job vacancies are being present in the host country. They are being filled because when the number of migrants they are to enter in this country, it already they are completed. Economic growth can be sustained and the economic growth is also being developed because number of people are being more, so their work is occurred or the work is occurred in more amount, so definitely they will get the more profit economically. And the services of the aging the population can be maintained when there are the insufficient young people are available in the host country. And in the host country, the many peoples they are migrate from the parent country, and most of the peoples are the working age peoples. They are aged from the 15 to 64 years within this. So many peoples, these are the young age peoples. They can do the overtime or the more work. That is the good for the development for the host country. And the third, the pension gap for the filled by the contribution of the young workers, and they also pay taxes. And those are the young workers, they came from the country of origin. They also pay taxes that also increase the economic condition or influence the economic condition of the parent country. And the next, the immigrants, they bring energy and innovations. Those are the immigrants they came, or those are the peoples they came from the other country. They have the new ideas or the innovative ideas that have been very helpful for the host country. Suppose any peoples they went from India to China. Now in their brains are used in China, or they went for the India to USA. That time their brain they are utilized by the USA government or the USA peoples, and they get the new ideas from them. So that this time the same things will happen. And the host countries are rich the cultural diversity. And many people from the parent country, from the different community, different religion people, they enter into the host country. So the host country, it make the cultural diversity. It's a different country or the different religion, different caste people, they start to live together. And the foreign the school can be transformed, or those are the school that more number is open, and all the school is being fulfilled with the migrants level or their migrants children also. They also take admission on this, and the school being fulfilled. So these are the positive impact of the host country. Means what are the good things that happen in the host country. Now what are the negative impact in the host country that we discuss now? That in the deprivation of the wages, it will be decreased. Means those are the amount of wages supposed to get in the host country. But after the when the number of people will increase, that time their wages level or the salary will be decreased. And the third is that having the workers will in the work relatively low pay, they allow the employee to ignore the training or the innovation. When the people they get the less amount of money, that time they not get interested to make the new, they find the new product or they get the new innovative idea, they are not able to give. And the migrants can be exploited, means the migrants they will not get the high amount of good or job opportunity also, and increase the unemployment facilities, and those are the unemployment amount it being day by day increased because the number of people are increased but the job facilities are limited. So those are the skilled workers only, means those are the workers are good in their work, they only get the job, but the other people they did not get the job, they will suffer for the unemployment. And also there are the many ingredients or the intergenerational difficulties and the friction for the local people. And for the many time that those are the people that came from the outside, they will be in class or the friction with the local people, they are not being allowed to them. And also those are the large movement of peoples, they are more, make the more security and the monitoring. And the large number of peoples they have to maintain or they monitoring the area of this place. And also the ease of the movement that facilitate the organized the crime or the trafficking. And these are all the works which make the crime type of work even day by day increase. Why? Because when the unemployment will increase, automatically people they have to earn by anyhow, so they are involved with the wrong work and they have to increase the day by day the crime work will be increased, crime activity will be increased in the host country. So these are all the negative impacts of the host country. So from here that any 5 point, from the positive impacts also 5 point, and the negative impacts also 5 points that you have to learn. Any 5 point from both each, that you have to learn the 5 point from each. Now what is the positive impact of the country of origin? Now when the number of peoples are removed or they migrate into the host country, now if the number of people being decreased, now what are the positive impact they will get? The first is the greater job opportunity. When the number of people are being less, that time people no need to fight with the job, no need to competition with the job, their competition being less, so all the people they can get the job very easily. And the second is the second positive impact is about the enough place. Because when the number of people is getting more, that time people does not get the sufficient place for making their leave their house or for the other things. But when the number of people getting less, that time they can get the sufficient amount of place. Whereas they are as per their wish, they can make the large amount of houses. And next is those are the returning migrants. They have to skill they have to learn all the advanced method or the skill, and they help to the country of origin peoples. And one more thing, that those are the peoples they went into the foreign country, they have to send the money or the remittance that is being helpful for the make the economic condition better for the country of origin or the parent country. So these are all the positive impact of the country of origin or the parent country. Now what are the negative impacts? The economic disadvantage because loss of young workers. Because if the number of young workers they migrate mean a more amount to the host country. So for the lack of young workers, the economic condition are day by day not take the much growth. And the second is the loss of highly trained people, especially the health worker. And those are the highly trained people like the health worker, teacher, scientist, when the way they are in this country, they are the health sector, education sector being suffering more. And also those are the social problems between when the children, when the peoples they have to move or migrate from the other country and they separated from the family. This time the problems it will be happen. So these are the negative impact for the country of origin or the parent country. So I hope you have to understand that all the points from here, that the positive impact and negative impact from here, and from this that 3 point you have to learn. 3 point from it. Here is a 5 point, here is a 3 point that I have to learn from the positive negative impact, and here also negative impact. Okay, so I hope you have to understand it, and once you read your books you can understand much better. So good afternoon. Next we discuss the other things. Thank you.